We're at Three Crowns here, and we have Opie, the owner, and he has so graciously decided to sit down and have a conversation about being a business owner in Warsaw, Indiana. How long have you owned Three Crowns?
I had my year anniversary of owning Three Crowns on December 1st this year.
Awesome.
So I bought it in 2022.
Okay.
And then,
Okay.
So, one orbit around the sun. Grew up with entrepreneur parents, so I was familiar with the lifestyle and decided I'd get into it. So,
sure. Yeah. Not an easy life.
No. But it's fun.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about owning a coffee shop?
The people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Being able to meet people.
Sure.
Network. Get to know all the wonderful people around.
Yeah.
It's by far the best part. Being able to serve good coffee as well.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah, we do live in a pretty awesome place, I think.
Yeah. It's a good town for sure. Mm-hmm.
Tell us, you have really interesting coffee here. Okay?
Yeah,
so you guys roast your own beans.
Mm-hmm.
That's not very common.
Mm-hmm.
And can you kind of talk about that? Because probably a lot of people just don't understand.
Yeah. So we do all light roasts, and we roast our coffee here in the shop. We roast for both shops here, and for us, a lot of coffee's quality, it comes from its freshness.
Mm-hmm.
It comes from the quality of the harvest,
Mm-hmm.
and we're always about that. So we do specialty coffee, which means it's actually similar to wine in how you have sommeliers and stuff.
Okay.
There's coffee Q scores
Mm-hmm.
who will take a harvest, they'll cup out the coffee, roast it fresh,
Mm-hmm.
cup it out, taste test it, and then they'll go through a list and check off and score the coffee.
Okay.
And specialty coffee is Arabica beans that sometimes Robusta, very rarely Robusta, but primarily Arabica beans that score over 80 on the Q score.
Okay.
And so we don't have anything that scores below that.
Okay. So you're not just roasting any beans.
Yeah.
You're roasting the best of beans.
Yeah, the best that we can.
That's awesome.
I have a catalog I go through. I pick the origins that I like the most.
Wow.
That interests me the most. Get that.
So I noticed on your site, you often talk about the alchemy and being alchemist.
Yeah.
And I think that's such a cool thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you're scientists of coffee.
Yeah.
So just kind of tell me about that. What does that mean to you? Or
For us, we're big. We're big nerds here at Three Crowns Coffee. We just enjoy tabletop role-playing games. We enjoy coffee. We enjoy reading and various forms of entertainment and media. And when we make coffee, we really enjoy the thought of being a modern-day alchemist, making potions of speed.
Sure. That's fun.
It's just fun. It is similar in a sense in that it's both an art and a science.
Okay.
As we weigh out our coffee and we get pretty precise about it. But then every barista has a different way of doing it that they really kind of make their own.
Okay.
There's of course our standard training for baristas that we do, but then there's also each person has their own.
They'll have personal flair on it.
Flair.
What does success look like to you?
Sharing good coffee.
Okay.
For me.
Yeah.
So long as more people can try the coffee, try the ramen, try the bread and basil, the bakery that kind of works out of the shop and at the two shops, it can really. My goal is that people can enjoy, find something that they like on the menu, and so long as people are happy, I'm happy.
It very much seems like this is a pretty family-friendly business.
Yeah,
Obviously, your wife and son, are coming here. It's just a feel-good place. I know, driving down Indiana 15, it kind of looks like a place to get your oil changed.
Yeah.
And then you walk in, and it's this, I don't know, inviting. I think that's probably the word that I would use. Is that your goal, I guess?
Yeah. When Tim and I, so the previous owner and I, Tim Horry, we renovated this place ourselves.
Okay.
Just the two of us.
Okay.
So we came in here, cleaned it up, painted the walls, we built the bar, and when we did this center bar thing, it was all with community in mind.
Okay.
We wanted a space where people can go sit down with people, sit next to someone they might have never met before, ever here in Warsaw, and then find a new friend, a new connection.
Yeah.
And interact with the baristas in a unique way that other places you just usually don't.
Sure.
And with that in mind, this second location that we've put in over on Kings Highway, a lot of our seating is large tables.
Okay.
Where you're gonna take a seat. There are ways to find like a private, encounter to have a meeting, but we wanted to keep that same thought of, you come in, you sit down, and you might have to sit next to someone you
don't know. Yeah.
And make a new connection. Meet
Sure.
someone.
Yeah, that's great. Being uncomfortable isn't always the worst thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
What does being in Winona mean to you?
For me, it was an opportunity to offer coffee in a place that I really couldn't serve coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Being in our location here on Detroit Street, which I dearly love, the train tracks and the traffic really becomes a barrier for people. To have another place that's accessible for others outside of this one was huge for me. Yeah. And that is primarily it. Is like, when I'm thinking, more than one store, I'm thinking, how can I provide the coffee that I make for more people?
Sure. Okay. Anything else you want to tell us? Yeah, tell us.
Ramen is only here on Detroit Street.
Yes, okay. Oh, have people been asking?
Yeah, we got sodas here on Detroit Street.
Let's be very clear about that.
Same great coffee menu at both places.
Okay.
Kings Highway has paninis instead of ramen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some nice panini press. Try out the Zealot, which is a pepperoni panini. And the Inquisitor, which is a veggie panini. Okay. The manager came up with those names. I thought was really cool. I like them. So, and that's really it. Is that the two places have their own unique vibe. Slightly different menu.
But you can still get great coffee at both.
Great coffee at both.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes.